I'm going to keep the meeting open for what I call the after hours. This is when people let their hair down and we get to talk and socialize about anything and everything, no holds barred. So good meeting tonight. We had a great demo. Matt, thank you very much. That was very enjoyable. Brought in a lot of discussion. Hampton's heading out. Okay. Good night, Scott. Night, Tim. So if anybody has any little specialized problems you want to talk about, this is also the time where you can ask those questions and not feel bashful with 97 people online. Hey, Tim.
Can we talk about our soiree get together a little bit? As far as what we're going to have there, what the initial plan is.
We're still in those planning stages.
Yep. Tracking.
Yep.
Hey Scott, what's around the area for people amenity wise, that may not have an RV or anything that can stay at your place? What's around the area?
There's at least 6 or 7 major hotel chains here.
And campgrounds, right?
And campgrounds.
Yep, there's a couple campgrounds in the area too.
What is the place?
Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin.
It's the
Wisconsin
Lions.
Rapids.
Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin.
Okay.
And the event is at a Lions Club or a Lions Park?
It's a Lions Club facility. Yep.
Okay.
And they're called the Grand Rapids Lions because they're just out of the city. Just when I say just out of the city limits, they're like less than a half a mile.
Yeah, so we're still in the early stages of planning the format and who's going to be doing what or who wants to do what. So that's part of the reason why we're starting 2 years out. It's the first time for us doing this, and it's been a gee whiz thing. Scott and I have been talking about for over a year now, and we figured let's try to pull the plug and get after it. So. So right now, our biggest bottleneck, is getting lathes in. I know Gary's said he was going to bring some lathes up with him. And I heard that you're going to be bringing a lathe up with you. So yeah, thank you very much for that. Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, if even a 20% of the people who are coming bring lathes with them, for classes, that should meet up any sort of deficit we have.
Yeah.
So
sure.
For something like this, I bring a lot of different things. I'll bring my airbrush and paints. I'll bring my carving tools. I'll bring my wood burning tools. I'm fully prepared to do on lathe and off lathe classes. So anything that I've done or shown in the years I've been here and been before, I will be able to teach or participate in or whatever. So that's how I think about it is, and in these sorts of gatherings, like hanging out at the dinner table, you start talking about stuff and then you either go in the shop on the lathe and show each other, or you pull out some tool out, you pull out your carving tools, or you pull out your wood burner or whatever, and you show somebody something.
Right. It was like, when Captain Eddie was saying, sitting around and telling lies about wood turning. And then that's when you're able to say, all right, let's get up and go do it.
Yep.
And we're going to incorporate that type of ebb and flow into what we're doing. So it's going to be unique.
Tim, to answer your question, I'll get a list of hotels and motels in the area out before the end of the year.
Yeah, no big deal.
Right now I'm in the.
You said we're doing it at the Lions?
Grand Rapids Lions Club.
Okay, cool.
And there will be some pictures coming in the future here of what the facility's like. It's a 60 or 80 acre facility that's totally fenced in, has lots of buildings, clubhouse, the whole, has a pond we can go fishing in.
Sounds good.
Lots of things to do besides, what we're doing.
Yeah, so if somebody gets burned out, learning wood turning or carving or painting or dyeing, you can go skip rocks on the pond. You can go look and see what a real cattail looks like, for people that aren't from around, the Midwest and know what a real cattail is.
Yep, and
Some
there's
of us
also
need to show you what part you can eat.
there's also things for the ladies to do here.
Like wood turning?
Well, there's wood turning, but there's also 2 card making stores, scrapbooking store, a huge quilt store. It's a big quilting area. So I mean, there's lots of things to do, and there's a college town 15 minutes away. So it's not like there isn't a million things to do. I mean,
So in other words, if we bring our own wood, you supply the beer? Is that the way it is? How's this working?
No, that's not how it's going to work.
How's this work? How's this work?
you're
Al-
gonna
Albert,
bring your
let
own
me
beer.
tell you
I
how-
think it's gonna be bring your own wood and bring your own beer.
And a good rule of thumb for these sorts of things is once you start with the adult beverages, you don't go on a lathe.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, there'll be
Yeah,
a
they
set of
all get
guidelines
locked.
coming up. What you can do after you've consumed.
Unless it's me, then I'm.
We should all bring beer
Right,
from
do
our
you think
local
y'all got enough
breweries.
country clubs and
No
golf courses
exemption.
up there?
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
It's the Midwest. We got space for all that stuff, dude.
Right?
We
Right.
got one of the biggest golf clubs within 5 miles of the city. There's people that fly in from all over the world to golf there.
Somebody's got a TV on. Please mute your mic.
Brent,
Sorry.
And there's 3 golf clubs right in the city, so there's plenty of places to go hit that little white ball.
Right?
And
I'll
we
be
are
right back. I'm going to go take care of the cat. I'll be listening, but I'll be muted.
and we are Wisconsin. We have lots of saloons.
I'm more worried about the level of the barbecue. How's the barbecue?
Depends on where you go, Matt.
Well, I know that the Campbell's retreat became legendary at the local barbecue place in Glenville, Michigan, because Jerry Meismer made a really, really good friend of the manager and several of the waitresses there. So.
Yeah, there's from the facility that we're doing this at, there's restaurants within less than 2 or 3 miles to get to. I mean, this is a pretty good place to have a get together like this, because there's a lot of things close that you don't have to travel far for.
It sounds ideal, Scott. I'm looking forward to it all, and I can't wait. I
Too.
wish it was this year. I wish it was next year instead of 2 years. So
I wish that too, but I don't think that's humanly
Yep.
feasible.
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
gives me time to save for airfare.
Yeah, and we do have a regional airport that's only an hour away, so you can fly from Chicago to this regional airport. I don't know what it costs, but I know you can do that because I've done it myself. So Madison and Green Bay are a little farther. They're about an hour and a half away. They have 2 major airports. And then, like I said, within 45 minutes to an hour, we have a regional airport that, it has all the amenities of a regular airport. You can rent cars and, that kind of stuff.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you can make it, Sue. It'd be great to spend time with you. It'd be good fun.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Just told my husband tonight. I said, we're going.
Awesome.
I think it'll be a good time. Might be a little stressful the first year, but I think after that we'll have her down.
Yep. Yeah, you'll get in a groove, I'm sure. It'll be good.
Scott and Matt, I had told Dane I can bring as many as 10, 12, 21 jets with me.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Wow, that'd be cool.
I
Are you
have
talking
8
about
of them in my shop right now, and the club's got 2 more. So
Yeah, the 1221 VSs, is that what you're talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, cool.
Jet
That's a
12,
great, that's a,
21 BS.
yeah, that's a
Are we
great
They're
gonna
little
machine.
need-
beast.
Are we gonna need stands for those if you bring them, Gary, or do they come on a stand?
No, I got stands and all on them.
Oh, look at that.
Awesome. Awesome.
That'd be
All
awesome.
we needs electricity.
We got enough of that. I guarantee you we'll have enough of that.
Yeah, the facility looks great. Scott sent me some pictures, and what little he sent me, it looks fantastic. You know, even if we get snow, the walls roll down. So, you know.
Yeah. We won't, God forbid we get snow that early in September.
You got that right.
We get that
Hey, I'm
snow
I'm
that early in
prepared.
September, I won't be there. I'll be out hunting.
If we get snow, if we get snow, it'll be because I came up.
Well, we know
Does
who
it
to
know
blame
it-
right away, don't we?
Cause it knows I hate that white crap.
Does bad weather follow you like a black cloud?
It's
I'm
diarrhea
looking
from
forward
the
to it.
clouds.
Or not bad weather necessarily, but apparently I brought snow back down here with me from Ohio. It took a few years to get here, but Oh
Not
my
sure that
God.
qualifies.
Hey, Scott, so what's the likelihood of a decent compressed air there?
Depends on what you want to consider decent compressed air.
Keeping up with some pneumatic tools.
That probably could be arranged.
Okay, just
I mean,
thinking
we
about some
wouldn't be able to
possible
run-
demos, but
You know, there wouldn't be, they would be small portable air compressors that would run. I mean, I have a small 20-gallon system that would run one air tool at a time, you know. I run
Okay.
air tools off of it now, and then I know where I can get a couple more portable ones for a day or two to borrow. So,
okay. I'm just trying to thinking about the capacity for some piercing options and such. So
okay.
Mine
Okay.
mine runs off of my portable, the airbrush one.
okay.
Yeah, we might have to have
Well,
one or two portables, or three portables, however many we think we need. You know,
okay.
Or-
Well,
something
personally,
something we can.
yeah. I run overkill at my place, so I don't know how small I can go. So I have a 5-horse 60 gallons, so I don't know how small I can go. So
Are you talking about pushing one of those dental turbines, Brent?
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, they don't use a whole lot of pressure, I don't think.
So, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they
you don't
use
need a whole
more
lot of
volume than
capacity.
pressure.
Or not a whole lot of, they don't use a whole lot of CFM.
Yeah, they don't use a whole lot of volume.
Okay.
You'll have to experiment, Brent.
I'm not used to going small. I live for overkill. So okay. So,
Hey, we
I've-
appreciate you, brother.
I've got a 5-gallon Craftsman oilless that should do the trick. I might be able to bring with me too.
well, if we can get something local, that would be handy.
And we will, once we get to figuring out what all we're gonna do, we'll cross that bridge. You know, I'll look into what I can find locally, borrow. I got a lot of friends here. So.
There'll be a lot of beg, borrow, and stealing going on.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, well, I gotta pop smoke. I got some stuff I gotta do in the morning, but, hey, appreciate it,
Okay.
Scott. Good info. Dane, as always, awesome meetings.
Right on.
Thanks
Appreciate it.
for everything
Yes.
everybody does.
Yeah, we'll,
Later, Tim.
hopefully, if things go well, we'll have some additional information to put out, next meeting.
Sounds good. Thanks.
You're welcome. We do it all for the benefit of the group. You know, I think it's something that everybody would like to be able to do, and you know, just to actually shake a hand and put a hand on a shoulder, you know, to all of us that have been coming along for this ride now for going on. Well, we're over 5 years now, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to it just for that aspect. There's a lot of folks on here I talk to quite often, you know, at least twice a week. It'll be nice to be able to sit in person and chit chat with them, or to be able to collaborate and do something with them, you know, in real time. I think it'll be really good for us.
And it's something we can call our own.
Right.
We're not meeting
Yes,
up
and get a
somewhere
group
else.
photo. Yes.
That too.
And the primary goal is to make it affordable for those that are able to attend, because the majority of everything else that is out there, it's at a pay rate that, you know, it excludes a lot of turners. And so I think, you know, within our group, a lot of us make up that sect that is excluded from some of the other symposiums. And, you know, aside from where you live at in the US, you know, the travel time, it doesn't matter where you're going to have it at. I've seen where people are kind of upset that, oh, why are you having it in Wisconsin? You know, my response back, oh, should we have it in Omaha, Nebraska? You know, the basic central point of the nation. You know, Scott went out and did the legwork, found a place for us, and you know, that's where we're going to do it at. So, and it'll be nice. It'll be nice and cool. Maybe me and Billy will get some damn snow on us.
Yeah. And the cost of the venue at a more centralized location like like Omaha could prove to be very non-feasible.
Cost prohibitive.
Yeah. You're never gonna rent a facility like this for the price
What
we
we're
got
gonna
it
rent.
at anywhere else in the country.
True.
Nope.
And I'll stand behind that, because
Yep,
they're giving us a heck of a deal for a heck of a facility.
Yeah, and got to keep in mind, you know, they've got camping and spaces for RVs too. So think about SWAT. You know, how much are the hotels down there in Waco, Billy?
Well, the Hilton where I'm staying, right next door to the convention center, or actually attached to the convention center, is going to cost me for 3 nights with tax, I think, like $623.
Yeah. That's about 2 bills.
And you probably can stay here, Billy, for half that with the tax.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the half you're saving in hotel rooms, you can put in the gas tank to get here.
Well, I could do about half that in Waco as well, if I wanted to drive 10 or 15 minutes to and from every morning and every night.
True.
But that would prohibit how much time I spend after hours with the gang. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. I get it.
There's a trade-off.
Yes.
The longest drive you'll have to a hotel here is 10 minutes. Unless you stay in a different community.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, worst comes to worst, even even us people who drink too much sometimes could walk to the hotel. As the city bike trail takes you
Guilty.
right to all the hotels, so.
When I told my wife what the hotel was going to cost me in Waco, back when I booked it in February or March, she didn't bat an eye, and she's like, okay. And then the other day, like 3 days ago, we were talking, and I said, "Well, you got to remember, here in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna be paying that $600 hotel bill in Waco." And she was like, "What?"
What?
Like, "Oh my God, woman, you didn't have a problem with it 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
Yeah,
why are you balking now?"
So the fancy hotel here, I just Googled it. The fancy hotel where all the business people stay is $75 a night.
Oh my goodness, that is going to bankrupt me.
Yeah.
all of the hotels in that area are very reasonable.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
Would I be scared?
I'm not sure I can afford this trip.
There's some $59 ones and $64.
Billy, that's more money for beer for us.
Yeah, just
I know.
bug spray.
Bug spray.
In September?
There won't be any bugs in September.
No.
Not unless
I'll
we
have to
have a
bring
real
some-
warm September.
I'll have to go
Typically,
buy
the
me a
bugs are
Carhartt.
gone by that time.
I'll have to go get me a Carhartt jacket and some
Not
flannels. My ass
Yeah,
gonna be cold up there,
Dane will be dressed like he's going to Alaska.
right?
The rest of us will be walking around in t-shirts. He'll be walking around in a parka.
Hey, Dave, favor
Damn
and
near the church.
iPhone.
What?
Do me a favor and highlight my iPhone for a minute. I want to see what it's going to look like. No, not that's the
That
iPad. The iPhone, the other one. Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
that's a nice picture.
It looks like a lathe.
Yeah.
I just want
Needs to be a little closer for a demo.
Wait a minute. I don't
looking.
see any shavings anywhere.
No,
No, that's way too clean.
it's clean.
Oh, you're right.
You're not a wood turner.
That
You don't turn no damn wood. You just got a tool problem. You're muted.
He does
There's
have a
there's
sticker.
not even any dust on the lake, guys. It's
Wait,
too
he does
clean.
have a sticker.
Oh shit! I forgot. Is Matt still on here?
Oh, I think
No,
he
he
bugged
got off.
out.
I wanted to say something to him about that spider web on the other side of his chuck.
I saw that too.
Right? I'm like, what the hell?
there ain't any many shavings on the floor. Good Lord.
What the
I was
heck?
gone for 3 weeks. I had all kinds of spider webs when I walked in.
You can see shavings in my exhaust.
Yeah, but
There's
not on
a
the
few in
floor.
the dust collector, but there's nothing on the lathe,
Yeah,
nothing on
it
the
just
floor.
shows that your dust collector don't work.
And you call and you call yourself a wood turner.
Right?
I keep my floor clean.
They come clean mine.
Yeah, you can come and clean mine too. I swept the
Dang.
floor and I still can't see it.
Yeah, you did a good sideline job. I think we can all hire you to come clean ours.
That floor had a
Right.
shine.
Oh, good.
No, it's just how it is.
So where do you buy your
Cleanliness
stuff
is-
from? Where do you buy your little knickknacks that you show off?
My knickknacks.
Cleanliness is next to danliness.
That's right. Yeah, I just don't like, walking on shavings and anything like that. So
Yeah, it's a very important thing not to be standing on shavings. It's bad for the back. gets you out of proportion with your spindle height to your elbow height.
I just shuffle mine out of the way.
I bought that little thing that Cade has,
Here's a knick-knack gadget.
Yeah, I got one of them.
Paddywhack.
and that works nice for blowing the shavings back up against the wall. And then I just take a dustpan, pick them up, take them out, dump them out.
Why don't you use the one that's, it's attached to the cord?
Yeah, too much work hauling it across and something to trip on. This
I
works.
think I think he's
Just
afraid
use
of the-
that thing and then blow it all out.
Yeah.
Stop playing it's like playing with your food,
Yep.
I think he's afraid of his wife killing him for tracking it upstairs is what he's afraid of.
That's about it.
That's why I have to take my shoes off when I come in the house.
Me too.
Yeah, it's out.
Yeah, I've got different shoes that I wear when I'm turning. I got some leather ones now. And
Got rid of the Crocs?
what?
You got rid of the Crocs?
No, I was using some tennis shoes, leather tennis shoes, but they'd get caught up in the strings and the chips and stuff, and they had pretty thick grips on the bottom, and it would just stick up in them, and it was hard as hell to get it out. I had brushes all over trying to get that shit out.
They make an air hose for.
Yeah, I just showed you how to do that.
Yeah,
Drives
if
my
I-
cats nuts. They think there's a big cat out here whenever I start spraying with the hose.
Yeah, I just if I had a garage like the 60 by 8, that would be perfect. Just blow it all out. Hell, I'd use my blower for
Nice,
leaves.
Tom.
Blower, that'll blow them out.
Right?
But yeah. So you
Billy,
feeling-
what?
Yes,
Billy, what is Rebecca Creek?
it is Texas bourbon. It's made just outside of Austin,
Oh, okay.
and it is smooth as it can be.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I might have to have a snort of that. If you bring
How
any.
many years is it?
How old is it?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Probably
How
8
long
or
did that-
12.
I'm trying to remember what mine is.
Most of them are at least 12.
I have to get up and look.
I'm gonna start making some of them whiskey smokers.
Why do you need one of them?
For cheap booze.
Yeah,
Just
for
to-
rotten booze.
Yeah.
You never know what people bring.
True.
Yeah, but I know what the
Very-
rotten booze is, and I'm not drinking it. I don't care.
Yeah,
who-
right? Yeah, right. Yep.
This
Especially
doesn't
bourbon.
say what the highlight me.
You are.
Oh, this is my Rebecca Creek. It doesn't have an age on it, but it is smooth. It's
Wow.
nice.
Well, I'll stick with
You
my
gotta
Crown
s-
Royal.
Oh no, this is better than Crown. I
Or my
have
Chevy.
Crown too, but that's better than Crown. I actually, believe it or not, like Weller better than Crown.
Yeah,
Whistle
Yeah.
pig.
I like my Chevy Regal.
Yuck. It's a blend. I don't like blended scotch.
I
I'm a
can't
scotch snob.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a Scotch now. I only like the space side.
Yeah, we were talking about that here a while back. I like the
Yeah,
Highlands.
Yeah.
You like the peatier space side, and I like the smoother Highlands.
Yep.
18-year-old Glenfiddich is hard to beat.
I hate Captain Morgan's. That stuff.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I
That
drank a lot of that when I was young.
That Southern Comfort, can't stand it. I hate sweet.
That's
Drink
not
a lot of
Southern
that
Comfort,
when I
that's
was
rum.
Yeah, I like Southern Comfort in my eggnog.
Yeah, that's about it.
My
There was a drink, I can't remember what it was called, but they mixed it with, and I can't remember. There's something else that they put in, but it's Southern Comfort, Yukon Jack, lime juice, and something else.
Ugh.
Yeah,
My
right.
wife likes.
It was.
Yeah. Ugh. My
Ugh.
wife likes rum, but since we started cruising and she found Tortuga, that's her go-to. And you can only get it in the Caribbean. You can buy it on Grand Cayman Island. You can buy it at a couple of stores in the Bahamas. And I think we saw it somewhere else, maybe Roatan or Belize. But she comes back with 2 or 3 bottles of Tortuga every time we go out. That's what she likes.
Do the duty-free limit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's real big on their coconut rum. She loves it. And I have to admit, it's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I imagine a pina colada out of some good coconut rum tastes pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Popcorn Sutton Moonshine.
Yeah, I can't say I ever tried that.
I never heard of that, Patrick. I've had all kinds of moonshines. Most of it is too harsh for my liking.
Yep.
Popcorn Sutton was a North Carolina Mountains moonshiner.
My grandpa used to make.
Probably
He's got
the
a
most famous of all the moonshiners.
Right? Yeah, and somebody
Oh,
put together a
okay.
YouTube channel on him too. He's been dead for a while, right, Patrick?
Yeah, he's been dead for a long time now, but he made some good moonshine.
He's been probably
Grandpa
gone
used
10
to make.
years already.
Grandpa used to make shine down in the basement in South Dakota. That was some rough stuff, but he liked it.
Yeah.
Friend of mine makes shine too.
That's who taught me to drink and cuss and drive a tractor.
Yep.
And I was 6,
I
7.
was good at it.
My
I
good
was
friend
good at it.
Yeah, I
passed
was
away.
7.
He said if there's fruit, throw it all in there and let it ferment. And his was just as smooth as could be.
Yeah, over in
I think
Germany where
Grandpa
I
just
lived
used.
at.
He cut it before he served it then.
I think Grandpa just used corn mash.
Corn or rye.
Corn and rye, yeah.
Yeah, over on the side of Germany where I lived at, just east of Luxembourg. It's considered the German hillbilly land. And in the spring, they'd go out there with liquor bottles, tie onto a branch of the fruit tree after it started to bloom. And then the fruit would grow inside the bottle, whether it's cherries, plums, pears, apples. And once the fruit, got so big, they'd cut the limb off, yank the stick out of it, and then they'd go back and mix whatever concoction that they used to make their homemade schnapps. And so every bottle, that somebody would have it, and they had multiple bottles in their home. And of course, you come over, and everybody's got to give you a quick snort. Oh, God's good, you know, and S is liquor. And I'm like, oh yeah, S is hard liquor. They're saying, oh, it's real good stuff. Oh no, stuff to take the paint off my lathe. They were making their own brand of moonshine over there. Oh, doggy. I had this little old lady. She must have been 80, 85 years old. And I sat with her for about 3-4 hours. She got me so drunk. And she was straight as an arrow. Hung over,
Never-
talk about a headache.
Oh, yeah.
Have you
Friend
ever
of mine used
considered
to
using,
bring, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, have you ever considered using alcohol like that for drying wood? I was thinking about, you could actually building a still or buying a still. You can buy the damn things over Home Depot and making cheap alcohol like that and use it for drying wood.
Huh. That's a thought.
Couldn't afford to buy it. It's pretty expensive to buy, like the natured alcohol, but you could make cheap sugar alcohol pretty damn cheap, I think.
Oh, good. That's a thought.
There's cheaper and easier ways to do it than that.
Could you do that?
Well, you'd make it with, you could use cat litter, desiccant beads, anything.
Potatoes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, anything that's got a starch in it, yes. Starch
Yep.
will turn to sugar.
You could make a sugar, or you could make alcohol out of cat litter.
No, you use the cat litter to dry the bowl.
Oh, well, but I was just thinking, you soak a wet wood in alcohol, it'll displace the water really fast. So
cat litter will take that piece of wood and dry it out really fast too. So desiccant beads you can buy on
Desiccant,
Amazon.
yep.
And then you can reuse them.
Right.
Right. I wonder if
Same
Demetrius
cat litter, you can dry cat litter back out and reuse it.
Right. I wonder if DE would work.
I don't know. All right, guys, I got a
D-
boogie. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, Billy.
See you later,
buddy.
bud.
Billy,
Have a good one.
10, 11, 12. So it
That
sounds
was
like
just
we
one
got
of the.
sounds like we got like 12 lays coming.
well,
Have you considered talking to Robust about borrowing lace from Robust? They're just like what, 2 hours north of you or south of you?
we haven't got that far yet, Brent.
Yeah,
Heck, we
vendors are secondary at the moment.
Yeah.
Our biggest the biggest planning stage is determining the format and the structure. Once we have that, then we can.
We got if Gary brings what he says, 10 of them, and I got options on at least 2, maybe 3. And if Tim brings his, that's 13 lays. 14 lays.
Brenda said she was going to bring hers.
So you're up to 15. We'll have 20 without a problem,
Yeah.
probably.
Looks like we're going to have that quota I was looking for.
Yep.
20. 20 is the magic number that I'm shooting for.
Hoping for.
Got enough electricity to power that many?
This place has concerts. They got more electricity than we'll ever use.
Yeah. You can even run 220 then.
Absolutely. I can run. Actually, I think I can run 440 there. I think they have
Boom.
I think they're gonna invert the power down for us actually from 440 into 220 and then 220 down into 110.
That's impressive.
Well, this place used to have big rock concerts and country and western concerts, festivals. A long time ago when they had big membership. Right now their membership's down so low they have a hard time doing some of that stuff.
Yeah, young people don't like joining fraternal and fraternal organizations today for some reason.
Well, they join, but then they don't want to do anything. They just want to say they're a member.
Yeah, true.
That's a problem with a lot of wood turning groups also.
Yeah,
Well,
true.
It's the problem with anything these days. Nobody wants to volunteer their time, you know.
And we're pretty fortunate with this group. There's a lot of people, you know, actively wanting to help out and are helping out. So it's a real good benefit we have going
on. Dane, you need to start talking it up that everybody that comes to this needs to be prepared to demo their favorite item.
It's like pulling teeth to get people to demo. I message all kinds of new people, you know, every week, you know, and it's all the same thing. Oh, you know, I don't have a camera set up. And I'm like, well, you got a cell phone. Oh, I don't know how to do that. And I'm like, well, you open up Zoom on your cell phone and there you are. And then, you know, and then the majority of them say, oh, I'm watching it on my cell phone. Well, that's all you got to do is put it on a tripod, bring it to your lathe. Oh, and then I don't have Wi-Fi out in my shop. Okay. I could almost guarantee you do have Wi-Fi out in the shop because pretty much everybody has Wi-Fi out in the shop because when they're not turning, they're watching some kind of a show on their tablet or on their phone or on their laptop.
Or their TV.
Yep. It's
their smart TVs.
Well, that's why I picked up this little tripod, but my camera, you said it don't show very well.
Well, no, once you moved it closer, it did.
Okay.
You know, but when it was far away, yeah, I mean, you know, that's just too far because you can't see anything.
That wasn't very far away. That was at the end of the lathe. I wish there was a way to zoom it in.
But you can get it closer than that, Dan.
Oh yeah, I can move it in.
You just got to move it in a little bit.
That was on your phone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, you can take 12-gauge wire, make a little round harness, and have it on a 2x4 up above your lathe.
Yeah, if you want to really get crude.
Or get yourself, you know, one of these, and then, you know, then you can position it directly over your lathe.
Yep.
And those flex arms are only like $12, $15 on Amazon.
I'll look into them because I'm trying to find some stuff to, you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it'd be great if you know, add you to the demonstration rotation because, you know.
Well, you can even use an old flexible lamp if you find a cheap lamp at a garage sale that's got the old mechanical arms, not the braided hose arms, but the mechanical arms. That's what I used to do. That's what I put my camera on to do on my lathe.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. I got 2 of them.
There you go. Just go modify it.
Yep. Take the light out and just
like this, Dan. This is what my camera's on.
Yep.
And it's just got a
spotlight.
Just pretty much in a second I'll get mine.
I mean, and it's just got a bolt in the in the back, and
Right.
a cell phone camera will do the same. It has the same fixture on the back.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, that's smart to use one of them.
I got this at a garage sale for $1 or $2 and just
Right.
took the light
Yeah,
off.
I was just curious. Say you could probably find something like that in a thrift store or Goodwill. Yeah.
Yep. And I actually have another one that I don't have mounted yet.
Yeah, but like with the wire harness, 12 gauge wire, that's what Mark Slade does for his over the lathe camera. You know, he just uses, you know, electrical wire.
Yep.
But I hear you, Gary. I wish I could get more people to demonstrate. You know, and then demonstrate something new, and different. You know, it's good to.
There you go, Dan.
It's good to do bowls and cups and simple projects like that. You know, but you know, like tonight, you know, doing that trick shaker. That's something neat. That's something never been seen before here.
Yep.
That'll
That's one
work, Dan.
$1.
Yeah.
That'll work, Dan. Just put your cell phone holder in take the light out and put a 1/4-inch bolt in there, and that'll screw right into your cell phone holder.
I got another one that's got just a post. It don't have the plate to set it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And turn yourself a plate to put it in.
Yeah. So.
But that would mean you'd have to make shavings and get that pretty floor messed up.
Yeah.
That floor is clean every night. But I got this one on top of my drill press.
Okay. My drill press came with a big light. Always forget to turn it on when I use it. Yeah.
Well, now I can fix that for you. I can fix you a plug that'll make it come on when you turn your drill press on and go off when you turn it off.
True. I could do the same thing, right? Yeah.
I may put you a 7-second delay on it.
Right. Shit.
We're coming up here pretty soon. I'll start picking up some demos.
Oh, I know.
Soon as I get my back to the situation where I can stand up for an hour.
Oh, I know. That's the important thing. Yeah, I'm going in tomorrow to get some. They're gonna shoot me up from C2 to C4.
Oh no.
See if they can give me some damn relief up here.
Epidural?
Yeah. Yeah, doing the medial blocks. So you got to get it done, 3 times, to see if it actually works,
Well, I had my 3rd one several weeks ago, and it did not do not one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. See, they've been hitting me from C5 to C7, and it helps for part of the problem, but not the primary problem. And I'm hoping to get relief from the god awful headaches that I get.
Yeah. Well, I got this other little tripod too.
Yep, there you go. All you got to do is attach that to a pole.
That stretches up.
Oh, there you go. See?
But I picked that up for $3 at Walmart.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonder if Brenda would get one from there.
I got one too.
And I picked this one up over there.
Damn, look at you. You got all kinds.
What the hell is he bitching about not being able to do
I
it
know,
now?
right? Jesus Christ.
I just bought this.
He's set up better than us.
Right?
Well, I know I used to be because did photography for a long time. And
Well, yeah.
Why
But
did you sell that stuff? That was pretty dumb.
I didn't sell it. I gave it to my son.
Well, go take it back.
Yeah, I was gonna say reclaim it.
Right?
Yeah, he's
No, just tell him you want to borrow it once a week.
Right?
I think
No, you just tell him you want to borrow it and then never return it, just like you've probably done to him.
Right? To help your old man out, give me that damn tripod back.
Payback's hell, son.
Right?
I had 12 of the real expensive ones that would hold great big umbrellas and all that stuff. And then I had a bunch of the smaller ones for, fill light and stuff. And oh, it was a lot of fun, but I just couldn't do it anymore. Battery powered, you'd take the battery out, you could shoot without any electricity. And my relays, I could go a quarter mile in between them and shoot different things. Somebody a long way away, and have perfect light on them. So I gave all that stuff to them.
Yeah.
Plus a trailer and a pickup. Haul it all in.
I'm up
And-
for adoption now, You can adopt this old man anytime you want him.
Yeah,
Right.
he'll give you some lays and a clean shop, and
Yeah.
What a deal, man. What a deal.
Gave them all my tools from when I
I'm
was
in my 70s, but you'd still adopt me as a kid.
what the hell?
after I gave them all my tools from when I had my mechanic shop. I needed more tools, so I had to go out and buy what I gave them.
Right?
Isn't that how
Oh, me.
Mercy.
That's not how it goes in my place. I don't know
No.
about Dean, but it doesn't go that way. in
Yeah,
my-
sure as hell don't. That's not how the dollar floats over here. Let me tell you.
Hell no. Don't
No.
even ask to borrow my tools because you know what the answer is going to
Right? Yep.
I'm back with a lot of tools, but they can have them when I die. The lathes, everything. I got 4 router tables, a couple table saws.
I got a real nice router table still sitting in the box, stacked up on the back side here. Never pulled it out.
Mine makes a nice workbench.
Right? Right? Yeah.
Well, I bought some of those ones that you just they got the 2 screws on them. You screw them in and out, and you can just got little dogs set up in it. And I got them at garage sales for $3. But nobody wants to do any handwork anymore, so or they don't know how to use them.
Don't know how. Yeah.
That's more like it. They don't know how.
Yeah.
So, and the way I look at it is, you're not smart enough to figure it out. I'll be more than happy to take it off your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a router table over here that I probably spent $2,000 on, and now does this act as a table to set a mini lathe on. So
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Makes a great stand, don't
it does.
it?
$2,000 stand you could get for $3 at a garage sale.
Yeah.
Especially if the kids that are running the yard sale don't know what it is they're selling.
I'll tell
Right.
you what, I used to go to auction sales and man, I'd pick up all kinds of stuff.
Then you give it away to your son.
That's about it. I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
What can I?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I'll do
Thank you for
anything.
checking on me, Dan. I appreciate it the other day.
Oh, you're welcome. It's the least I could do. You know,
Yeah.
I worry about a lot of people.
Right. Yeah, there's a few of us that worry about each other.
Or
It's
at
like-
least make it seem that way, right, Dane?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Put on that facade, right?
Like Eddie, before I started this, I seen his making shavings videos,
Yeah.
and I called him up and I wanted some information, and I was just had that little lathe, and he talked me through what I needed to do, and so I did it, and then I found out about this, and I said, well, hell, it's the same guy, and I liked him.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Because some of them act snooty, and
Yeah.
I'll help anybody out, but I really don't like a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of jerks out there. That's for sure.
I know I got 2 neighbors that are jerks and spiteful people. I don't like spiteful people. We'll put it that way.
And
Right.
move your other camera, will you?
Oh,
Yeah, that way we're not looking at your ass.
Yeah.
sexy, right?
Dan's got Right Said Fred on the low sound over there.
I'll put it
Don't
back.
laugh so hard, Sue. Sue's falling out of
Dane,
her
I got a
chair.
question.
Oh, you like that, huh, Sue? Oh God, is she crying? You're muted.
Almost.
Take yourself off mute. Alfred Dama. Let
She
us
can't.
enjoy. Get off mute.
I'm dying. All I see is that mesh t-shirt. Oh shit.
Too sexy for my shirt.
Oh shit.
Need another drink.
I'm out of wine.
I forgot all about that.
Oh shit. I'm sorry.
What'd you forget about, Brent?
The Right Said Fred. Crowell.
Oh, yes.
That's what set me off.
Hey, I've been on it today.
You're killing me.
Like I said, I'm feeling good. So I had the boys over in England in stitches this morning.
Oh. Whew.
And this afternoon.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Dane, I got a question
Yeah.
on that, those blocks. They wanted the instructions. Can you highlight me real quick? I know this is gonna be backwards, but
No, it's right. Spotlight. God damn it, how come it jumps to me when I'm trying to spotlight something?
I don't know. It's been acting weird tonight.
There we go. Okay. Your sub-assemblies, mill glue up, layout. Uh-huh.
That'd be perfect.
okay.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's way too detailed.
Shit, yeah. You
It
see,
is
you're
detailed.
you're more detailed than me. And I'm pretty well, yeah. I mean, if I was doing that, I'd be laying it out like that too. That's awesome, Roger.
Well, I can print this. Or I could scan this, or I can take it off my disk. But it's in a PowerPoint program,
Yep, send it in PowerPoint.
okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, you should be able to suck it out of PowerPoint.
yeah. Yeah, if he can't, I'll do it for him.
Okay, so send it to Joaquin and to Dave.
Yeah, send it to the editor at Worldwide and then webmaster at Worldwide.
Okay. All right,
And I'll check
I'll
check
get that
the
done
editor.
tomorrow. Huh?
Okay, and then I'll look in the editor email account and look at the file and make sure it came through, because there's an issue with Joaquin's email program, that his program, when he pulls in the files, it's not recognizing something or another. So I put him onto something to investigate with Dave to help get him figured out. So,
All right,
but
all
yeah,
right, I'll do that
yeah, that'll
tomorrow.
work. Okay, yeah, I'll look tomorrow morning then for it. If I see it, I'll respond back to you.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, you bet, Roger. That's great. Then we'll be able to have more little projects in the newsletter for us to peruse and look at and go, gee whiz, how in the hell am I going to do that?
Well, that's one thing. This is set up for a class when I was out in California that we taught. And it was so they could see, or they can learn to do it without actually having somebody show them how to do it.
Right.
That's perfect for the website.
Oh yeah. Yep. That'll be a feature of a newsletter with a sprinkling of photographs. That'll be nice.
Well, I'm going to take off.
All right, Roger.
Get you guys next week.
See you,
All right,
Roger.
you take care.
Night all.
Roger.
Sue, how's Carl feeling?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him.
I don't think he stayed on very long tonight, did he?
His
Scott?
mic wasn't working.
Yeah, I think they said they have a mic
Oh.
problem.
He was
I
having
actually haven't,
computer issues.
yeah, I haven't seen Carl in over a month. I didn't make our last meeting.
Hey, I found this
He's on
double mill for $8 on Amazon. Is this
That's an end mill, not a ball end mill. It's square on the end. It's got to be bald, round.
because I put in bald and that's what I keep getting.
I looked on Amazon for the ones that I bought. And they're all discontinued off of Amazon. Can't get them anymore.
Can't get them.
That's because they're
The
coming out
three-
of China.
The 3/8 ones. I could get all sorts of other dimensioned ones, but the 3/8 ones I couldn't find on Amazon tonight.
I can get the one with just one end like that. 3/8 by
That'll do the same thing. It's only going to be single ended. That's all.
yeah. That one they wanted $16 for.
I
I'm
think I
sure
bought mine from Drill America. I think was the company.
I
They
think
make
I'll
twist drills and all kinds of different machinist tools.
here's one. I don't know. That one right there.
That's a ball end mill.
That's what you're looking for right there.
It's a 1/8 mil diameter by 3/8 shank, 3/8
Yep.
flute length, 3/16 overall length.
Yeah, so
Three
it's
and-
only got a flute. The diameter of the bit's only 1/8 of an inch. It's pretty
The ball
small.
end of it. It's 1/8 of an inch.
Yep. It's got
Yeah,
a the 3/8 shank is a standard size shank for a milling machine.
But
3/8 is designating that the center. That's where it clamps. It's clamped down inside the
Right.
the
Yep.
milling machine.
right, but the 1/8 is the problem.
The
Right.
1/8 is the ball. The cove
Is
that's gonna cut.
the business end of the tool.
And that isn't gonna do
It's-
shit.
It's that bit is a veining coving bit, and so it goes into like it goes into a milling machine. It's similar to a drill press, but it doesn't have an arbor like a drill press. It's made to have lateral forces going against it,
Right.
and you feed your metal down through it to cut the vein / cove into it.
And it cuts
then
grooves and
then the-
coves.
And then the foreflute is used to flatten.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you
So
can get
this is a foreflute.
two flute flattener too.
True.
Bye, Sue.
Hi, Sue. And so this is a forefluter.
That's a surfacing bit, basically.
Right, and that's what you use to make a rabbit or to make a dado or to overall flatten your surface.
Yep. Flatten the top of a block of steel or aluminum.
But that centerpiece, when it references 3/8, that's what they're talking about is right here at 3/8 because it seats against that flat spot.
Yeah, it's a shank size.
But I want the 3/8 on the end.
You want a 3/8 by 3/8.
Yeah, that's why I put in there. It's not coming out. Coming up.
On Amazon, you're probably not going to find that. You need to go to Little Machine Shop or Granger.
Mastercar, Drill America.
Yeah, MCS. An actual
Yes.
machining supply house.
Yep.
Amazon used to
like
have them. They used to have them, but they're just not available anymore.
Yeah.
That's because they came out of China and now you got to buy them on Temu. You probably can find it on Temu if you like Temu.
Yeah.
And it'd be cheap.
When you get on there,
Those guys will drive
they'll
you
have access.
absolutely nuts with their emails. If you ever buy anything from them, you get 10 friggin' emails a day from them.
If you do it on your computer. Don't do it off the app. The app is
Do it off the website.
Do it off the website. Yep.
Buy American.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
But you're not going to get the $5 ones like that.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be $15, $20 for it.
I don't mind spending a little money for something that's better and it lasts longer.
Yeah. Or you know what? You could learn to use the spindle gouge correctly.
Yeah.
There's an option.
Oh,
I bet you got a couple spindle gouges.
And I know how to use them.
I bought my ball end thing here like 2 or 3 years ago when Matt first did that thing, and I've actually never built the tool.
Yeah. Yeah, I never went down that road. Patrick, you sitting in the dark? Sitting out at the shed?
Sitting out on the front porch, watching it rain,
Yeah.
waiting on,
Oh, okay.
waiting for Debbie to get here.
Did you lock yourself out?
No, we don't smoke in the house, so.
No, okay.
Not,
Yep.
not
I
on
hear
the
you.
porch.
Right? Yep.
No, I'm waiting for the hurricane to get here. We're right on the edge of it now.
Oh, are you?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my wife's cousin lives in Jacksonville.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of flooding down in that area.
In fact, that's where my ex-wife lives.
Good place for her, huh, Dan?
Exactly. Haven't had to deal with her in 30 years.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. Yeah, it's about how long from 30, 31 years for me. The old ex-wife. It's like throwing an anchor in the ocean. What a relief.
Yep. With no rope.
Yeah, with concrete blocks. Chimney block as a necklace. There's your website, Dan. Drillsandcutters.com.
Drillsandcutters.com. What did I do with my ink?
Scott, going down back behind that shrunk, I had about 8 inches in that corner.
Yeah.
Get down there. And as I started dropping down, Henry started hissing and baring his teeth. So I finally get down there, and I'm petting him, and he's meowing real loud. Next thing you know, he starts pissing. And he peed, and he fucking peed.
Well, you scared the piss out of
He
him.
was so scared. And after he got done peeing, he was just like a brick. And I'm sitting there talking to him, trying to calm him down. And then finally he's like, "Oh shit, it's Dad." So and Tina's dropping down towels for me, to start sopping up the piss, and got that done, so and picked him up, reached him up. She's hanging over the top off the ladder, and Kevin's down on the floor, hand Henry to hit her. I'm standing on my toes, to get him up there as far as I could. And she took him, and then when she handed him to Kevin, he started hissing at Kevin because Kevin never picks the cats up, And yeah, poor guy, he was scared shitless, couldn't get out. Well, scared pissless, after he got done. So I'm back there cleaning that shit up, putting the cat pee spray down to prevent any staining or stinking from it. Then when I finally climb up out of there, I'm against the wall. I'm trying to back crawl, holding on to the side of the two corners of the shrunk. Finally get up. Of course, you're in that little confined space. I'm sweating profusely. Tina's like, I get down and I'm like, "God damn, it's hot." And she goes, "It's hot back there." And I'm like, "Well, of course it's hot." I go, "It's a little bitty confined space and there ain't no AC vent in there."
Yeah, and you're a big guy to be down in that little confined space.
Right? Holy hell.
Well, I think there'd be some skirt boards to go all the way from the floor to the ceiling on that thing.
Yeah, well, what we got to do is unload everything and then move it back, another 3 inches. Problem be sorted. But the thing of it is unloading everything.
Wouldn't it be
Taking all-
easier just
taking
to
all-
make two boards to put on each side that are 3 inches wide that goes to the wall from top to the
Sure
bottom?
would. Sure would. And, those mattress stores or, but it's
Yep.
some type of bumper, and that's what I want to lay across it. No, we got to do it the hard way. So I'll be doing it the hard way.
I'd just go get 2 boards and stain them to match the cabinet and cut them off to the same height as the
Yeah.
cabinet.
Right.
Scribe them to the wall, and that's where they'd go.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. All right, I'm going to swap out my earbuds here.
I think my Zoom is about to cut out again for the 3rd time here in the last hour, so I'm gonna call it a night, so.
All right,
Brent.
It keeps dying. We'll see you
I'll
later.
talk to you later on.
Good night, Brent.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch with you.
All right, if there's anything I can do to help you guys out on that little party, let me know.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, we will.
Definitely. We'll be talking, Brent.
Okay.
I'm gonna try
All right.
this goofy.
What are you
See
trying to
how-
show us now, Dan?
I'm gonna try and turn this, see how it turns out.
It'll be like a three-sided dish.
Yep.
That'd be a good demo.
Not very big at all.
No, it doesn't look like it's very big.
I drilled a couple flat spots on it because they were round and I couldn't, get anything to drive it, not safely anyway. But I got another piece I'm gonna turn to. I'm gonna try to. Is this little knot. Oh yeah, I got a couple pieces of burl.
There we go.
Cherry burl somebody brought over. I'll show you those.
Hey,
real
Yeah, do that. Cherry burls. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
You got
I've
fiber-
never had a cherry burl. You can hear me, right, Scott?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, I'll be
Good.
right back. I gotta go holler at Tina real quick.
Don't holler too much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice little cherry
Yeah,
cap.
nice little piece. Yep. Little cap piece.
Yep, he
I would
brought-
turn that as a bowl,
Hey, brought
just
me.
in that shape. Get
Yep.
it rough, clean, so you can see all the bird's eye from it. Yeah, or you can just hold on to it and I'll turn it for you at the at our hands on. I'll be right back. It'll only take a couple minutes.
Yep. His buddy has got a tree company and they get all kinds of this stuff and they just shred it up and burn it.
Yeah, a lot of
Mhm.
people do because they don't want to deal with it.
So I told him, I says, if you get it, just preferably instead of cutting the caps off, just bring me the limb.
Bring you the whole log. Yep.
Yep. And that way I can make something a little different.
Well, there's a
So-
lot of burl in the log too. It's not just on the outside edge.
Yeah. Cause this is the first burrow I got. I'm thinking about just putting a little flat spot here, putting a woodworm screw up in it. No, putting a wood screw, let me think.
Put the wood screw on the bark side, turn it with the bark on it.
Yep. And then turn it around and put it on 2-inch mortise or whatever.
Yep.
And spin it around and leave this as a bowl, the top of the bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking on both of them. But he says he had just cut them, and I'll tell you, they're pretty light and dry. So I think they've been sitting for a while.
Yeah, the
But I'm
tree might
trying.
have been dead.
Yeah, but I'm drying them out a little bit anyway. 'Cause I put a little end grain sealer on it.
You don't have to worry about cherry burl, it doesn't split.
Nah, it's cherry burl stable. It'll, as it dries, it's going to go every which direction because of the grain in there. It's not straight grain.
Yep. Burls you don't have to seal, they don't split.
Okay. Well, I sealed it anyway, and I've been
I mean, it ain't
microwaving.
gonna hurt anything, but it doesn't
Right.
have to.
I've been microwaving this one. This lost a little weight, but not much.
I know how I turned that one right.
Yeah, I do too.
The,
Right there.
The center of that knob would be the top of the bowl.
Center point. Yep.
Might not be in the center, but that'd be the center
Close.
point. It'd be an offset bowl.
Yeah, you should hold on to that too for me to turn for you.
Yeah, you can leave that one for me too.
Yep. We can, yeah. Yeah, or that one. I don't care. Either or.
I got Dane, I got burls for you. I got 6 or 7 of them sitting here that I haven't done anything with yet.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I haven't turned. I've turned one burl, and I think it was because it was like grayish wood. It's not Buckeye burl. That one that's all open with the cracks and everything. It's
Yep.
see through. That's the only burl I've turned. And I've got a huge. It's probably 22 inches in diameter by. It might be 32 inches long. But I'm going to make an urn out of it for me and Tina. But it's a I don't know if it's white oak or red oak, but it's a big ass burl.
I got half of a cherry burl that's as big as a beach ball, and then I got 6 or 7 small ones in my other shop, in my other garage.
I turned this for the first time, and I got it drying out pretty quick. I've been microwaving salad bowl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never done the microwave thing. Tina would kill me if she saw me putting a piece of wood in there.
My wife knew I wanted a microwave for the workshop. She asked me why.
Right.
I went to a garage sale and picked one up for $15. So and then
There you go. Yeah.
I don't have a place to put it. That's my problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have a place. What's the rubber band for?
Oh, that's just I got the weight on it.
Oh, okay. I see. You know, you could just write it on the wood.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
Turn it
gonna
off anyway.
That's what I do.
microwave it and keep going with the weight loss.
Right.
And then
What
I'll
is
let
it
them,
with cats and computers, man?
and I'll let it set for a couple weeks, maybe a month, and then try turning it if it's stabilized. The weight don't change.
Right. Hey Patrick, this is a hillbilly cat. She's from the hills in Kentucky. Her name is Daisy Duke.
I got a dachshund that's
Little wild.
Vic's red.
Little wildling. Yeah. Yeah. She didn't get no lovin's from me today out here.
Patrick, you got your little gallery full now?
Just about full.
That's a pretty cool building.
Yep. Oh, I guess I could share some news. It hasn't been finalized yet, and I'm starting to wonder if the offer is still valid. But it looks like I'm going to be selling my land up in Ohio. And with that, Tina says, you can build yourself a workshop in the backyard. That way I can have a damn garage to park my car in. I'm like, well, hell. I'm like, well, all right, let's twist my arm.
How much room you got in the backyard?
I got enough room for a 15 by 18 garage.
Ain't
workshop.
big enough. Ain't big enough.
Yeah, well, I hear you on that, but my footprint in here is only 14 by 15, so I'll make do.
I think you should just blow the back wall of the garage out and just extend the garage.
Yeah.
Well, I think what I should do is blow the back wall in the backyard out and extend it out to the wash. You know, because I got another 30 feet on the other side of the wall. I just extend it out. Yeah, got ideas running through my head. And she's like, yeah, and you can get dust collection and put AC in there. So you're not working in that heat anymore. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good too.
Did you explain to her that when you get this new shop that you're never coming back in the house?
She already, I mean, it's like that already out here. So
yeah, but just think how nice it'll be back there. You can build it big enough so you can have a recliner, man, and sit in comfort.
Yes, that's the intent. Yes, it's going to be tricked out.
You guys have any ideas on how to finish this?
Yeah,
put
it back on the lathe and make it smaller.
Cut it thinner.
Way thinner.
What I would recommend is go and look at Paul Hannaby's chalices that he makes. Go look at his stuff.
Yep.
Because he makes really nice chalices.
Yeah, because that's what I wanted to make with this, and I left it really thick. You know, it's an inch thick. And I've been microwaving this, and this thing has really dropped a lot of weight. But in the center, there's a pith in it.
Yeah.
And
did you put any super glue in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the bottom, it comes out right here a little bit.
Yep.
And comes back in here, and I put super glue in over because I developed a little crack there, so I put super glue in it.
Yeah.
And I've been microwaving this, and in the center of it, the water, it just boils. I mean,
well, turn it upside down.
Yeah, microwave it upside down.
That's how I'm doing it, like that. And when I take
how's there water collected in
it? When I take it out, the water just bubbles up from the bottom.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Huh? How about that?
Well, set it on something so the steam can get out of it when you're microwaving it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And when I set it on, when I take it out, I stand it up like this.
Yep.
And underneath it, it's a ton of water comes out of it.
Yeah, that's pretty wet wood then. What is it?
This is that honey locust.
Honey locust? Oh, okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, it's hard.
So my mallet at Chili and Mesquite, it's 2.5 times harder than locust too.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, when I'm going to bring some mesquite up there, and I'm going to have some of y'all turn it. It turns marvelously as long as you got sharp tools. I mean, it's like it's like scraping frozen chocolate. I mean, the shavings just come off, but if you got dull tools or shitty presentation, you know, you're going to be at it, like Matt was with the grinder, sanding that stuff off.
Yep. Oh,
Well-
I forgot to tell you, Dane, Eddie's talking about coming over.
Oh, up to the shindig?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said last week that his wife said he could come. So
No,
yeah,
no,
that's
not
great.
our Eddie. Eddie from Scotland, Eddie.
Oh, Elliot. Oh, it's really
Supposed,
outstanding.
supposed to keep him
I think-
informed.
Okay, good. And I think Matty may come over too.
Sounded like Paul Hannaby too, right?
Yeah. Paul says he's really intrigued and interested, and so like I said, I gave him info on it as well. So I think it'll, God, that'll be spot on. If we're able to attract some international flair to it.
Well, I think we should introduce it in Martin's Club too.
Yep.
There was a couple other people in that group that I was with today that were asking questions after Eddie cornered me.
Right. Yeah. So I feel, Chris was interested in it, depending upon the cost, and I told him, the basic cost of what we're looking at. So you're just looking at airfare. Martin said he's already been looking at airfare, and he said, he's finding tickets, to places outside of Wisconsin, but within the local tri-state there of
Yep.
$400. And I'm like, well, hell, that's even better than the 700 that, that I was looking at, a month ago with him.
Yep.
So yeah, that would be, yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good.
Tell him to look at Milwaukee or the Twin Cities, Dane.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
those two places we can go pick them up.
Right.
Those are international airports. You can do
Right.
customs and everything right there.
Yep.
And we don't have to go to
Right.
Chicago.
Right. Oh yeah, I know. Right. I don't think anybody's going to be going to Chi-Town.
And I'll look into Madison to see if they do international flights into Madison.
Right. Well, I'm sure they do. It's just a connecting flight.
Yeah.
But, is what it is,
Well, I'll try to make it as easy for them guys as we can,
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if you get, Elliot will travel with Martin. He goes everywhere
Right.
else with Martin. So they
Right.
could team up and
Yeah.
rent a car and come, or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then if they can drag Chris with them,
Yeah,
Chris Parker,
exactly.
God, that'd be great. And then it'll be Martin and me and you trying to interpret Chris for everybody else.
And Elliot.
Right. Yeah. Eddie can be difficult at times too. But
Yep.
yeah. Yeah. I think your girlfriend was a little jealous of the reception that we got in the group.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. 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 I'm really disappointed that
Martin did that.
that is there now because of what it's going to lead to.
Oh yeah. The only thing is there's a few of them that'll shut her right off.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, Barry kind of shut her down on whatever in the hell it was that she was talking about.
Yeah,
Or at the
Barry will
beginning.
tell her where to go fly.
Right. Yeah.
If I get Barry in a breakout room, I'll express my concerns with her. See what he
Yeah,
says.
exactly. Oh, you know what I'll be looking forward to hearing is or showing something and Martin Pigeon going off about it. Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah, that'll make my day.
I know, right? It was like, she made the comment about, guns, Oh, I can go get mine. But shut the fuck up. You're Canadian. You ain't got big guns up there.
Next week when I come to Martin's meeting, I'll have my big gun on my hip just to see what she
Right.
says. Just to see what Martin says.
Well, you know, when Dennis was making that comment about me, it's because the last meeting that I was on, I had my 9mm on my back hip. And when I got up to show my whatever turning it was, you know, immediately they were like, "Oh my God, you know, tell us you're an American without telling us you're an American." And I didn't know what they were talking about, you know. And I turn around and sit back down, and everybody's laughing and making, you know, gun jokes and whatnot. And then it hit me. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah, I got my sidearm on."
I'll make sure I have my big shiny 45 with the nickel or the brushed stainless look.
Yep.
It'll stand out real well.
If you do your 1911, and I'll bring my 1911 on too also.
Yep, there we go.
I'll have my Ruger. And which one you got?
What do I have?
Yeah,
I have a Metro Arms black and brushed stainless.
okay.
And depending
Three
on
guns.
depending on which barrel I put in it, it could be a 10mm or it could be a 45, whichever one I want to put in it.
Right. Yeah.
You just got to change the slide. Slide in the
Yeah, the
barrel.
boys. But yeah, the boys, they get a kick out of it whenever I got a sidearm on. But yeah, let's do that next week. Just to fuck with them. Well, to fuck with her.
What are y'all talking about being on that they've seen this?
Do what, Gary?
Is it somebody's YouTube channel y'all are doing that on?
No, it's Martin
No,
Clarkson's club.
Wood turning
Oh,
Zoom.
it's club meeting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can come and join us, Gary.
How's it listed?
Wood turning.
Woodturningzoom.com, and you can sign up there. It's 20. The first year it's 20 pounds, and then following, and then renewals are only 10 pounds.
Oh,
and you get a little patch. You get a little patch and sticker and something else, if I remember right.
You get. I got a patch. I don't remember. Yeah, I think I got a sticker too. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Really nice patch.
Yeah.
It's a totally
Yeah, real
different
nice
meeting than ours, though, Gary.
Right.
Oh, are they?
It's
Yes.
way different.
There's critique and
no holds barred.
No holds barred. You know, you don't get cussed at unless you're deserving to be cussed at. But yeah, it's a real interesting group of people over there, and they love Americans. As long as you're a good American.
You can't say that you don't get cussed at, because Chris once in a while cusses at us.
Yeah, but he's gotten through it, so you know.
Yeah.
He's
he doesn't
allowed.
do it intentionally.
Right. unless somebody sets him off, you know, and then that's when you know the threats set in. And
oh yeah, and he can go. Let me tell you.
And he'll go. He'll have a go. Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, it was nice sitting and talk. Yeah, that's who I talked with this afternoon in the breakout
Gary,
room.
he split you. So you come into the meeting and you have a little bull session like we do. Then he splits you into different size groups where you sit around and talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about.
Yep. And then after about 30 or 45 minutes, brings everybody back together. And then that's when show and tell is done. Talk about problems. You know, you get your piece critiqued. Yeah. Why'd you leave so much wood on there? Did you really like all that wood? You couldn't make that a curve?
They critique it, but they tell you why they're critiquing it, you know.
Right. Yep.
And they tell you how to fix it.
Yes.
Oh, as long as they do that, that's not so bad.
Yeah, yeah,
People,
it's a really great format.
people can, true wood turners can handle that kind of critique, but
Right.
just bullshit cutting you down.
No, it's not like that.
Yeah, it's not like that. Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
not
about
allowed at all.
it's
That's
all
why
about trying to make you better is what it is.
Right.
That's why I always said, if you got some helpful criticism, I'll take it, but just
Right.
don't give bullshit.
Yeah, just to be saying something, to be hurtful or vindictive, not going to put up with it. To which, same thing with this group, granted, we don't have any type of critique. But you have certain ones, making comments in the chat. And so we try to police that, delete those comments and then send a private message back to that individual that next time it happens, you're gonna be removed from that group meeting.
Oh, well, we do our club meeting show and tell just like we do here.
Yeah.
It's all compliments. There's no negatives unless the person asks, and then it answers and critiques are to be one-on-one. If the person that turned that item wants to know what he could do better, and somebody says, I'll be glad to help you with that, then they can go off and talk about it, what they could have done better on it.
Right.
Critically critiquing somebody, especially new turners, no. It's all compliment, period.
That'll turn them away quick.
Oh yeah. Hey, as I told Dane just recently, we had 2 brand new turners that everybody had talked about how nice their pieces were, and they're nice pieces for brand new turners.
Right.
Bowls that are 3/4 of an inch thick, this, that, and the other. But they did something a little different. And people complimented it enough that they agreed to do demos.
There you go. You can probably stop recording, Dean.
We got 2 brand new turners that are doing demos this year. One has already done his, and he's already said, hey, I'm ready to do it again. Put me down next year. I'm like, all right.
Right. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, shit. I don't know what it is.
That's all you got to do.
Why people? I just don't understand it. People here just. I'm scared. I can't do it. I ain't got no Wi-Fi. I don't have a camera.
Well, the biggest thing is they're afraid of failure. And
right, but I mean, every week, it doesn't matter who
every week we have that
is.
problem.
Every week we have, Murphy's Law popping up. Every week. I mean, because it happens when you're demoing.
We need to, as a group, we need to make more of that, because when we have failures at the club meeting, everybody makes light of it right off the bat.
Yep.
And then we all sit down with whoever the turner was, and we talk about what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had one guy, the worst injury we've had was last year, and the guy had purchased a bunch of oak benches out of a church that closed up. And he was using those backs of those benches to make oak platters.
Yeah.
And he managed to chuck one up to where the center hit directly into the glue joint.
Yeah.
And they had used a hide glue of some sort to put those boards together. And as soon as he got the tools on it, that thing came apart. and it smacked him in the shoulder, and he had the most purple shoulder you've ever seen in your life. Yeah,
Like
but we all sat down and discussed. All right, let's look at the pieces. Let's see what happened. That's when other trainers got up there and started inspecting and putting it under the camera and said, "Look, he had a 4-point drive center, and he accidentally put it right in the crack where the joint was, and then tightened it down, and boom." We had more compliments from new turners on that accident than anything that we did all of last year, because they learned something not to do, and they saw the pictures that Bill Cash posted of the injuries within the next 2 or 3 days, where he went through the green and the purple and all kind of stages.
Right.
Yeah, I just had a recess that let loose on me because I'm checking it out, and it was just like a little chip that came out, and the bowl didn't come off, but I'm looking at it because it was wobbling real bad. And I said, well, hell, I just over tightened it, and I put it back on and tightened it back up proper and finished turning it with the piece missing.
Yeah.
But that was my fault. I over tightened.
Yeah. Yeah. It's on a recess. The holding pressure is that wall that you make, and that's going against those chuck jaws. That's that torque. Everything is, all that power is right there. It's not necessarily on the inside expanding out.
Yep.
That's why, when you core, you use a tenon, or not a tenon. You use a recess when you're coring, because if you're sitting on a tenon, you're going to shear that puppy right off, because you just got a little piece of wood that you're holding on to.
Yeah.
And there's people that will argue, to the moon and back until they're blue in the face. No.
Dane, has Howard King done a demo for Worldwide Woodturners lately?
He's never done one.
Ever?
He has never ever done one, and I've asked him.
Well, he doesn't have a camera system, but
he's got
you need to ask him. Ask him and tell him. Say, well, Gary, just tell him this way. Say, well, Gary said that he and Tommy come over and set up the camera system and do it for you.
Okay. Yep, I'll do that.
He is he's a teacher. And everything he demos, even if you weren't a turner, if you listen to it, you'd know how to do one when you got through.
Yeah.
But especially his demo on spiral finials that he's carved out, drilled out.
Yep.
Some of those finials that he does.
Yeah, he did a process write up for that, with pictures and the stages and whatnot for the newsletter.
He did a process.
Yep.
You need to tell him you want a demo of that.
Yeah.
Send him an email. Or we're gonna be at Waco.
Yeah.
He and I are coming together, and we're gonna meet up with Jim Duxbury and his wife down in Birmingham. They're coming to Birmingham their first night, and we're gonna meet up with them that morning and go to Shreveport and overnight, and then come on in to
okay,
Waco.
so you guys are,
so we'll be with Duxbury's too. So
okay.
Well, there you go. You can browbeat them the whole time you got them in the truck.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when the weather cools off a little bit, that I can really get my shop has been hotter than hell this year.
Oh, I know. Jeez.
I haven't been able to turn anything much in the last 2 months unless I went out at 9 or 10 o'clock at night. But I'm looking. The power company just set a new pole and transformer, and I'm hooking up a new 220 line to my shop,
Nice.
which will give me enough power to actually heat and cool my motorhome when it's sitting idle.
Yeah.
And then enough to put in a couple of
Good night, Pat.
Night, Pat.
bye, Pat.
Night,
Couple
Pat.
of places to do some of those split units. Put a couple
Yeah.
of them. My CNC shop, I've got it air conditioned, and I put in one. Crap, I didn't pay but like $680 for a split unit to put in. One of those like Mr. Cool or whatever, but it was a different brand name, Chinese name, but it worked great.
Yeah.
Does it use a lot of power, Gary?
No, we never even noticed the increase in electricity use.
Really?
No shit. Wow.
I've been thinking about
It's
putting
a-
one in my shop because I just have a window air conditioner in the summer.
It's a 22 SEER. Your power, your electricity usage will probably go down.
Really?
Wonder how that
This
works.
thing runs, if it's running at its maximum, it only uses 800 watts of electricity.
An hour?
Now, huh?
Is that
Yeah,
how
the
800
amount of
watts in
power
an
that
hour?
it operates on is 800 watts. So it's virtually nothing.
Yeah, your window units use more than that.
Oh yeah, window unit uses like 20 times the electricity that these little split units use.
And my shop's not that big.
They're that efficient. Of course, this is 10 by 25 little room that I have my CNC in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does great. It's a smaller unit. Got it off of eBay.
Right.
And my shop
Took it a month to get here, but that's okay. I put it in myself. Sweated all the fitness, pulled it. I took my vacuum pump off of my lathe, my vacuum chuck system. Took that vacuum pump, hooked it up to it to pull a vacuum in the lines, and then charged the lines. Because the unit itself has all the Freon and all backed up in it. And you pull a vacuum on the lines and then open up all the valves, and it charges it up. Away you go.
Yeah. I was looking at one of those Mr. Cool units for my workshop because my workshop's only 16 by 20, but I got 10-foot ceilings, which makes more cubic space than building. But
Mr. Cool is one of the most expensive DIY ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
You can cut a Mr. Cool price in half.
I'll have to look around a little more.
Just make sure you look at inverter systems. If it doesn't say it's an inverter system, it's going to suck up some electricity.
Okay.
The inverter systems, you can get them 20, 22 SEER, 23 SEER, some of them. And they won't use near the electricity that a little bathroom heater uses to heat and cool.
So does yours heat and cool, or is it just cool only?
Mine's a heat pump. It heats and cools.
Cool.
Now, I did not buy the one that was an automatic. So once the weather starts getting cold, I have to turn it on heat. And during the daytime, I may have to turn it on cool, and late that night, turn it back on heat. Depends on what I'm doing in here.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking for something.
But I have
my pellet stove works good when it gets really cold here, but when it's in the 30s and 40s, that pellet stove is way too hot. I can't turn it down enough.
Oh yeah.
Where I'm looking for something so I can get rid of the propane heater I got on the ceiling. It's eating me out of house and home, when it's that moderate temperature where the heat pump would probably be just all I need.
Right.
So what I'm looking at in my shop, what I have for a shop used to be a cabinet shop. I leased it for 28 years as a cabinet shop. And I built cabinets in it a few years and then went. I was an engineer for one of the local plants. I worked there, retired there, bought a restaurant. But, so all during those times, I rented the shop out. And then when I retired, I decided, well, it's time for all of those guys to go, and I'm gonna convert it to my wood shop. Well, I've got 2,400 square foot of shop building.
Holy
with
shit.
18
right?
foot ceiling in the center and the whole shoot match. So
Well,
it makes
hell,
it hard
I'm young
to
enough.
period.
I'm young enough to be your kid. We look a lot alike, Gary.
Yeah, you can adopt me too.
You can adopt me.
Well, move on to Alabama. You'll enjoy rooting for our football team. Forget the football
boy,
team
that would be
this
rough.
year.
That would be real rough. A Buckeye down in Alabama country.
Yeah, they're hoping this year. They're hoping for a winning season only.
I forget, weren't they ranked in the top 10 in the coaches poll?
Yes, they were, and
I don't get that at all.
everybody in Alabama is sitting there saying, "Oh shit, they've got to be kidding."
I know, right?
That was a nostalgic vote that they voted. But new coach came in, Saban left. Saban was pissed off at him to start with, so half the team left even before Saban announcement was made. And then he came out that the portal was going to be the death of college football, and it will be. It will be. It'll become a situation where only the rich schools will be able to buy enough players to play football.
Holy shit, we play Bama this year.
You may win. It's a good year to play Alabama.
Yep, September 14th we play Alabama.
Oh, early. Yep. You may win.
Alabama
doesn't look. We were in Tuscaloosa week before last for one of their scrimmages, and they don't look worth a shit.
Yeah, but that is a scrimmage, because scouts
yeah,
go
it's
to
a
it and whatnot.
scrimmage.
So.
He may, but I'm very questionable about our coach too. He's not a powerhouse.
Not proven. Yeah, but I don't know. He's got a lot of fire in him. I mean, you saw what he did with Colorado and Mr. Sanders, Mr. Coach Sanders out there. He put the shallacking on him.
Yep, that did. All right, Daniel, what you fixing to turn here now in a minute?
Come on, kitty.
See you over there to clean lay.
Playing.
Playing.
I'm gonna turn a little whistle.
Are you gonna dirty up your floor before bedtime? Yep. Now you should have done this demo earlier in the evening, and everybody enjoyed it, Dan.
Oh, they would.
Oh.
25 of these.
Oh, mercy. What are they? Hold them a little closer.
Whistles. You showed us whistles.
Okay.
Lady's going to give them out as Christmas.
That's cool. I just checked with my buddy that's buying my land up there. He says he's got an attorney working on it right now to get the sale done, get the paperwork done.
Cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it'll probably 30 days. I can seriously start planning my shop.
Is somebody you know buying it, Dane?
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, it's an
Scott,
old
he
school mate
closes
from
early
back home.
enough. He might take us all out for a steak dinner while we're at Waco.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he can show up
Doubt
to
it,
Waco
though,
yet.
Yeah, I'll be able to get some shit done on my truck that needs to be done that I've been putting off too.
You just
That'd
get
be-
a new truck.
Nah, I ain't getting a new truck. That engine is still good for another 300,000 miles.
So you don't have 200 on it yet, huh?
No, I've got 290. I think I've got 294 on it.
What is it?
It's a 03 Ram 2500.
Oh, a Ram, and you got 200 grand. Dang.
Yep, and it's got the. I upgraded and put in the 5.9 Cummins.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. 03, you know, so it's a third gen. So it doesn't have all those calibrators, limiters, and depth tanks that you got to put on it. You know, so it's totally free of all that emission shit.
Yeah. And
that truck gets up and hauls ass. You'll get me in the quarter mile, I'll run your ass over at the 1 mile mark.
You got that right.
Yeah, but up on top, the cab and the hood, then the sides just coming down from the windows, down to about the door handles, all the paint's flaked off, it's down to the primer, but just because of the weather out here. What I want to do is just have it clear coated like that, natural patina.
Oh, I never thought about doing that. That would be cool.
That's a redneck thing. You should know all about that.
Yeah, it's totally a hillbilly thing. Yeah. You can take the hillbilly out of the hills. You can't take the hills out of the hillbilly. That's me.
Yeah, they needs to move back to the Appalachians. That's just all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I would. We had every intention on building. I had 11 acres up there from the old family farm, and that's what we planned on doing when she retired. And then periodically, just going back, to the climates, in the summertime with that humidity. And then when she was up there in Kentucky there for, Christ, almost 2 years. And then, me running back and forth going up there, and especially in the wintertime, God, the bones in the back, man, I just couldn't, I can't take that humidity anymore like that. Granted, we have it out here, but it's for a short period, 6 weeks.
Yeah. But even at that, it's not as high as what it is.
Right. And then I'd have to start all over, trying to find the proper good doctor and, some good spine doctor, and then a good kidney doctor. And then, just the amount of wherever I'm at, I'm going to have to travel to Columbus or to Cincinnati, to get any quality medical care, because there ain't shit where I'm from. I mean, there's 10,000 people in the whole county, and the industry is now drugs.
Oh shit!
Gary, they don't even have a grocery store there. They got to drive, whichever direction, 30 miles to get to a Kroger store or a Big Bear or a Meijer.
Yeah.
So yeah, we solidified not moving back when Tina was up taking care of her grandma there in Kentucky. And
I think you should move in with Gary. He's got enough room in his shop for you and Tina.
Yeah, I know.
I got running water and all out there too.
to build yourself a
But
little.
he couldn't, he definitely wouldn't be able to handle humidity because our average humidity is 74%. That's annual.
Yeah, but if your shop is air conditioned, you never have to leave.
Yeah, if I get it air conditioned, we'll be okay. But fighting rust, oh my God. Almost every time I pull out a tool rest or something that hadn't been used in 2 or 3 weeks, I've got to take time to buff up, put it on the wire wheel and get rid of the rust, oil it down.
Right.
Finally learned to not put WD-40 on tools.
Yeah, all that
It
does
don't
is
work.
attracts rust.
Well, it's more
It
water
doesn't
than
work.
anything, you know.
Well, it says it's a water disbursement tool, and that's exactly what it does.
Yeah, it's
I think it absorbs water because whatever you put it on, after about 4 weeks, turns to solid rust.
Well, yeah, it's a that's what
well,
it
yeah.
is. It distills, it pushes the water away, but it absorbs it when it does that.
Right.
Yep.
The only thing I use WD-40 for is a penetrant to knock rust loose on something.
Yeah.
It's a penetrating lubricant. And then I try to get it off as fast as I can after whatever it is I took apart.
Yeah.
Scott, do you use that Johnson's paste wax on your stuff?
No.
No?
I
Gary,
do.
do you?
Yes, I do.
I got a tub of it. I'll bring it up with me and I'll give that to you, Gary.
I as soon as I heard they were going out of business, that they were Darling California sued them, and they wound up deciding it was cheaper just to quit manufacturing it.
Right.
I bought up every can I could find from the local hardware stores, so I've still got a couple of cans, but I put it on all my lathe tools and all that now.
I use this stuff.
Yep. So I'll bring it up with me.
Dry lube.
Yep.
Silicone. Okay.
No, it's not silicone.
It's not. What is it?
It's Teflon.
Teflon. Okay.
It's a part of the PB Blaster family, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Teflon and it puts a coating on.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And it makes it slippery, shiny, everything.
Yeah, that's what I use as the PB Blaster.
How long does it last?
Yellow. Shit, till you wipe it off.
Well, I put it on my bandsaw probably a year ago, and I haven't wore through it yet.
Oh wow!
So you spray it on, you let it turn a powdery white. You take a dry rag and you wipe it off, and you're good to go.
This is the stuff I use, Gary. Okay, I guess I'll
turn it just a little.
Yeah, turn it toward the other way. There you go.
Okay.
They're the same company. It's just a different formula.
Yeah.
That's an oil-based formula.
Penetrating catalyst. Okay.
Yeah, and so obviously breaks free rusted or frozen parts, protects against future rust and corrosion, attacks rust from all angles. Well, of course it does because it's being sprayed on it. It's going to soak in, and it's got it. Using our unique capillary action. Whatever in the hell that means, but it's a spray. So, but yeah, I mean this stuff it's what I use on my lathe whenever I clean it.
But they're all Teflon based.
His is an oil based.
Mine's an oil based, if I remember right.
Oil based, okay.
Yeah, it's a petroleum distillate.
Okay, let me so.
And it's Blaster. I'll check into that.
Yep, Blaster. It's the Blaster brand since 1957.
So I just sprayed this, Gary. there's the side I sprayed. There's the side I didn't. And that just in that few seconds, it's dry already.
Okay, yeah.
Now he's gonna wipe it off, and that whatever that residual is, it'll wipe right off on that rag.
So you can see it's on there, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And it wipes right off, and it's slippery.
Okay.
I mean, it's slippery. I mean, really slippery.
You're telling me about.
But it works great. It only takes a few seconds to dry.
Yep.
I could take that piece now and set it out in the rain and it won't rust.
Cool.
Is that same stuff you told me about, Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plaster dry lube.
Plaster dry lube.
And it's actually got a saw blade on the label. To show it with a saw blade in the label.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Saw
Yeah, so it
blade
helps.
and woodworking tools.
Yeah, prevents the gunk from gumming up on it when
Yep.
you're cutting as well. And then it doesn't leave an oil or distillates in your wood surface. So
Yep. Just got to remember to shake the hell out of the can before you start, because it settles to the bottom of the can.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Just like anything, you know.
I use it on my lawnmower blades, and I never have to clean the inside or the bottom of my lawnmower because the grass doesn't build up and nothing sticks to it.
No, that's a good idea. I don't have grass to cut, thankfully.
It works really good in the snowblower chute. That's where it works really good.
well, I wouldn't know about a snowblower.
Well, it sounds like when Billy comes, it's going to snow here. You might find out.
Right? Yeah, get two original Ohio boys back in Wisconsin, back in the
There
Midwest.
you go.
Yeah.
There's
Look at this
there's
guy.
only once
This
in
guy
the last
actually
20 years that we've had enough snow to ever use the snowblower.
right?
I had to fire up my tractor and put a box blade on it and drag the road off in front of the house where we could get back and forth to the grocery store.
Yeah, but the grocery store is probably closed. You get a half inch of snow and they don't know what to do with themselves.
Yeah,
The
it
employees,
doesn't
the
take that
employees
much.
can't make it to work.
It doesn't take that much. You give it a quarter of an inch, it's close the world.
Is he making a whistle?
That's what he's making.
Yeah. How about that?
All right,
See what's-
are you putting a an insert in that whistle, or are you just using it as an oak whistle?
Yeah.
I don't think you heard me.
He did.
Yeah,
but
he did.
Oh, he
that one's
did.
muted.
Okay. There you go.
he's on the wrong camera.
So unmute yourself there. That way you
Mute
can
yourself
talk.
on the other one.
There you
Yeah,
go.
it's gonna have a thistle in it.
And
I'll
then
go
let
shut
me
the
go
other one off.
here. I'll shut the other one off. Well, you got to shut your speaker off.
Boing, 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 boing.
Right. Going. There we go.
Muted the wrong one, Dean.
Did I?
I'll get the right one. Unmute yourself, Dan. I got
Okay.
his iPad. Tell us what you're doing.
Just making a whistle. Still
Turn your
getting the other.
speaker off. Turn your speaker off on your other one. Oh, Safety Sue would have a hi-ho time with those flip-flops on. Ooh, doggy. Look at them flip flops.
Don't tell Sue.
Uh,
All right, Dan's gonna have to buy a round of drinks to keep us from telling Sue he had on flip flops.
yep, I second that. I second that. That's a 6-pack each, right, Gary?
Yeah, and you gotta buy some for Dave Rhodes too, cause so he doesn't put it in the recording.
Right?
I think we could pull that out next week and show this is what you don't do.
Yep.
Hey, yeah. We can put a little emoji over Dan's head.
Oh me.
Hey, I tell you what, I talked to a new. He's a member on the Facebook page. That Gonzalez de la Cruz that makes there's really cool turnings. So I talked to him on Thursday or Friday of last week. Man, what a story this man's got behind him. And he's been turning for 3 years, and he just went to Provo, Utah, and taking a class there with Mark what's his face there for Craft Supply. But he thought the meeting started at 7 p.m. He didn't realize when he was seeing 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so I'm sitting there telling him, I'm like, no, man, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon for you and I. And he's like, oh, crap, I didn't realize that. I'll be able to start coming to the meetings when I get back. So, and he's going to demo. He said he'd do a demo.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was stoked that Captain Eddie made a comment on one of his pieces that he posted. You know, Eddie gave him, real nice remarks on it. And Gonzo just, he was beside himself about it,
Eddie's been making a lot of remarks lately. He must be feeling a little better.
I know, right? Yeah. Hey, Dan, why wouldn't you turn your lathe on and just hold the saw like that?
Yeah. That'd be fun.
Right?
I've done that. What's so bad about that? I've done that. Not necessarily with that kind of saw, but I have sawed with the lathe running.
But not at a 45-degree angle like he did.
Right? Right?
Yeah. Well, we didn't specify how he was doing it. I mean, the man's got flip flops on. What the hell?
Right?
Yeah.
I found out the important part about making these is when you drill a hole and it goes through here, you make your 45. If it's got this little fringe of wood, it won't whistle very well.
Huh. You know what would make it whistle even better is if you turned that speaker off on your other phone.
I did.
We can still hear the echo. Or is it just me?
Let's see.
Were you guys hearing an echo?
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Okay. Okay. I'm just making sure.
Echo.
Echo. I'm over here.
How's that?
Oh, that is so
Yeah.
much better, Dan. You're going to be able to saw so much better now. Look at that. You're almost through it.
I'm filing now.
Oh, well, yeah. Careful with that file. You'll file right through it.
Yeah. One too many strokes.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of file are you using, Dan?
He's
Very
using
small.
a beveled one. Is it a beveled one?
No, it's
Or is it a
half
straight
round.
file? Well, that's what I mean. Half round. Sorry. Yeah.
And got it at Harbor
Yes.
Freight.
Okay, just
I
a
was
needle
just saying,
file.
they're Harbor
Okay.
Freight specials.
Yep. Works good for this.
Yep. Sure does. I got a set from Lowe's that works really good. Needle files. The Cobar or whatever their blue brand is.
Yep.
Cobalt.
Cobalt.
Cobalt. Yeah, they work. You know, I use them, you know, for my metal work. Yeah, they work really good.
You got that new Home Depot opened up yet by you?
August 29th, it's supposed to open.
Woohoo!
Oh God, I can't wait. I'm not going to go there when it opens though. Well, I might. They might have gifts. And I might win something. But yeah, oh my God, it is a huge, huge Home Depot. It's probably the size of the two biggest ones in Tucson, in the town of Tucson. It's going to put that big Ace Hardware we got out here. It's going to put them out of business.
No, they won't.
Nah.
Yeah. Ace has got, you know, they got their niche stuff. You know, there's, you know, like for people like us, you know, there's certain things you need. You go to Ace Hardware. You don't dick around with the box stores.
Right.
Yeah, if you want good bolts, you go to Ace and get them.
Yep. Yep.
I found out about a new hardware store up north that I got to go check out next time I go back.
Oh yeah.
It's been open for 75 years. He said it's like walking back into time.
Oh wow. Yeah, like the old how the old Hartville hardware stores were probably.
They still got ladders that go back and forth behind the counters to
Yep.
get
That you
all the
yep.
shit.
For all the bench stock, yeah. Nails, nuts and bolts. Yeah, we had one back home in that little town where I grew up at. It was a Hartville hardware store. And yeah, they had the ladders, you know, and that old man, whatever it was, you know, Dad be looking for it right there, you know, and there's no labels on the outside of the drawers, you know. You know, shimmy right up there and grab whatever it is, come down. Oh, there's your, you know, perfect thread size, you know, whatever bolt he was looking for or whatever nut he was looking for. Boom, there it is, you know, first try. Well, I always remember, I'm like, damn, how do you know to go to that box right there? You know, as a little kid, you know.
All the nuts and bolts and nails and screws are sold by the pound.
Yeah. In a paper bag.
And a
brown paper bag. Brown paper bag. Yep.
And they're
I remember that.
One of the guys that's been there said they don't even weigh it on an electronic scale. It's still an old fashioned
it's an old meat scale. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds just like this old place. It went out of, they closed up.
Yeah, I had one of those about 15 minutes.
Probably.
They closed this summer. That sucked.
I think I was a junior in high school when they closed. Had the old man in there. He every now and then, you know, he had a little small fishing section, you know, and there was this Rapala shad wrap that I'd tear bass up with it, you know, at this old beaver dam back behind my house, a couple miles as the crow flies that I found, and he just got huge bass, you know. But the thing of it is trying to get them out with all them damn trees, you know. But I was constantly snagging, hanging up that shad wrap. I'd go to the store. I'd have like $2.50, and the lure cost $2.75. He'd take it off the shelf. He'd look at me, how much money you got, son? I'd show him how much money I got, and go put it back in your pocket, or go across the street and get yourself something to drink from the drugstore. You know, put the lure in a little penny bag. They don't do shit like that anymore.
Well, this place, supposedly this place is kind of like that. It's real.
Yeah, sounds like it. That's nice. That's nostalgia right there. I miss
Sounds
stuff
like
like that.
The great grandkids are the ones running it now.
Yeah, that's great.
I think it's
so.
kinda
What you
cool.
doing? So what you got going on there, Dan?
Oh, got a little grain raised.
My
Where was
man,
Brenda
he's
tonight?
she was sick. She wasn't feeling good.
I got to call her. She called when I was on my way up north the last time, and then I kind of forgot till I got home. It's like, oh shit. She called, and I told her I was driving on the road. Or I should say my wife did. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
driving, she was texting her back.
Yeah, look at Dan cutting slow. Perfect.
Is there anything coming off? I can't see anything.
I can see tiny little whiskies coming off on my
Oh,
cell
there-
phone.
There, he just blew it up.
Yeah, he hit the wall. That's going to be cut off anyhow.
Well, a safety suit like that too. He's stopping the lathe with his hand.
Yep. See, my segment will be do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So what you guys think of the demo tonight? Oh, hold on a minute.
Good.
Good.
It's good.